Homebridge Financial Services, Inc. She's a mortgage loan officer located in Grand Terrace, California. She's been in business for 20 years. Noemi's spouse is Jason. Children is Angel. They also have two dogs, one cat, one snake, one fish, one turtle as their pets. Hobbies are hiking, running, and vacationing. Her city of residence is Grand Terrace, California. She's been 18 years in Grand Terrace. Previous type of jobs, Baker's drive-thru, Altora Credit Union. Her burning desire is to travel the world and live in different countries for a few months. Something that nobody knows about Noemi is that she's been in 10 car accidents, no broken bones, and no hospitalization so far. Her key to success is be honest with your clients, even when it's a bad news. We all appreciate honesty and integrity. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, up next is Noemi Heagstedt.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go through quick slides here, and I'm gonna let our BNI group kind of talk a little bit about me. So Noemi Heagstedt from Homebridge Financial Services. Can you see the next slide when I move it?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, kind of a little bit about me. I kind of just work to find the right product for each situation. And then kind of the steps of the loan process is we do a pre-approval, the application, the processing, the underwriting, the approval, and then closing and funding, kind of the way the steps work. And this is for Homebridge. We have a 5-star rating on Homebridge site, on Zillow, and I have over 20 years of experience. Our products are conventional FHA, VA, fixed, adjustable, USDA, and investment properties. And kind of just tells you what conventional loans, many first-time home buyers. We are one of the few lenders that lend on 3% on conventional loans. We have FHA loans. This is for people who have less than perfect credit, and 3.5% down. So low down payment and not the best credit. VA loans, 100% financing with no mortgage insurance. Fixed and adjustable loans. Right now, we're pretty much not doing adjustable. Adjustables are higher than fixed loans right now, so there's really no reason to do adjustable. But when that time comes, we offer fixed and adjustable loans. We are pretty much nationwide. You can find Homebridge anywhere. I'm only licensed in California, but if you have a referral anywhere else, call me and then I will send it over to our colleague, and I still get credit for that. And then did you know Homebridge is ranked the 10th mortgage company in the country. We are the #1 203K lender. Homebridge funded $11.3 billion in 2019. I think we already exceeded that for 2020. I think we're above that. And that's why you would choose us. This is our Homebridge vision. Our vision shared by every Homebridge associate is to make the dream of home ownership a reality for every customer every day. And if you have a vision, how can we make the home ownership a reality for your clients? Just a few little testimonials. I kind of just pulled a few of them. This is from our client Cheryl. Excellent representation of Homebridge. I tell people about her all the time. If they try to convince me to go with anybody else, I immediately call Naomi. Won't work with anybody else. This is from Anthony. I was most impressed with Naomi in all aspects of the transaction. She seemed to work 24/7, which I try not to, but I think I do all the time currently. And this transaction was actually a 1031 exchange. In fact, I was so impressed. I'm using her for my personal refinance. I have referred her to friends and friends who will also use her services, and he has. And Noemi Heagstedt and her staff are wonderful and extremely informative. Not only was this an easy process, but also spoke Spanish. So that was a nice one for this client and explained everything very well. Naomi's amazing. She's informative and professional and kept me positive throughout this process. I will continue to recommend Naomi and Homebridge to everyone. And I like this one. She is a gem and she deserves a recognition and a raise. So I'm definitely forwarding this to my management company. And now to the best part. I asked a few of our colleagues here that I've closed loans with. So what BNI says about me, personal testimonials. So Dan agreed. So if I can head over to Dan for a little bit, see if he can give a
Noemi,
little.
I think if you stop sharing screen, it'll highlight whoever's speaking about you, and that'll maybe be better for the record. There you go.
Okay, should I go?
Yes.
Okay, so any buyer that I come across that does not have a lender, I 100% send them to Noemi and Homebridge. And even if they have a lender and they're not really happy with them, I will send them over. And why do I do that? It's not just because you're in BNI, it's because both Noemi and Homebridge are excellent. And the reason they're excellent is one of the most important things to me is responsiveness. If there's a question or issue that comes up, they get back to you right away, really quickly, and then I can in turn get that information back to my clients. Their rates have always been competitive as long as I've been working with them. They have the most comprehensive programs. She went through all the different programs they have, including manufactured homes and kind of remodeling, construction, 203K loans. So those are some of the reasons, and their close times are good. Like she said, I just went through 4 escrows where I was representing the seller. Homebridge was one of them, and they were a little late. It was like 7 to 10 days late. The other 3 were over a month late, 5-6 weeks late. So they, even in a tough time, they're better than everybody else. So I can't speak highly enough. I wouldn't hesitate to send anybody you have to Naomi. They're a really excellent mortgage company. That's mine.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
I'll go next.
Kelly is next. Yes.
Well, you know, when you're self-employed and you're your own entity, your gross adjusted income is not always impressive. And so it's tough for me to get a refi when I really needed it. And I tell you, we worked 4 months, I believe it was, back and forth, but she was like a dog with a bone. She was gonna get me that refi, and she did. It really was super helpful. She made a stressful situation very calm, and I agree, her staff is outstanding. So thank you, my dear. You are amazing.
Much. Thank you. And now I have Mr. Gary Ratliff.
Good morning. Yes, I'm in the very end of working with Naomi. I think we're going to fund Monday.
Yes.
But actually, I mean, it was like working with a friend who took my side and gave me special attention. That was BNI. But Naomi's that way. But I'm a numbers guy, and she actually changed my future for what I'm planning. And I'll share numbers that maybe I shouldn't, but she is going to save me about over $2,800 a month in my cash flow. And also then I looked at the cost of me doing this. In 2 months, I'm going to recover all of my costs. So it was amazing. It was the right time, the right place, or the right person. Thank you very much, Naomi.
Thank you. Yes, I'm very, very happy with your loan, and I'm glad we took the time to get your situation better. And I have Derek, and he actually just emailed me. So Derek, I have worked with Naomi on 2 refinances for my home, and both times she saved me a ton of money and made the process very easy. I highly recommend Naomi to help with home loans and refinances. So thank you, Derek. And next I have Robert Reiber.
This is my turn to say something nice. So Noemi, well, Dan as well, but a lot of people in this group, in fact, but Noemi helped me get into my first home here. And I had no idea what I was doing, but if you guys may remember, may not remember, the realtor that sold me this house, not the one that helped me buy it. No, Dan was great, but the lady that sold the house to us was just awful. I mean, it was dragged out for months. They were forgetting to, they'd forget to submit paperwork. They'd back out on deals. They were late on everything, and all the way through, Noemi was there to say, okay, here's what we need. Here's what we didn't get. Here's a to-do list. And it really helped out quite a bit. And in the end, after we locked in the rate, I guess the rate came in slightly lower after that. So that was a nice little surprise on closing day. Almost exactly a year later, she helped me refinance. And that, I mean, I gotta say, this house, it's a fixer-upper house. It's not an expensive house by California standards, but she still managed to knock $400 and some odd a month off my mortgage, which I thought was pretty impressive. It was about 30% or so savings on my mortgage. So that was, I don't know anybody else that can do that. So thank you for everything.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Robert. And next I have Edgar.
Oh man, so I work in the bank industry, and I, had to deal with equity lines and all that kind of stuff. All I had to say is I'm glad there's companies and individuals like yourself out there, right? Because they come to a banker and we could change their lives for the positive, and we don't have enough tools to help them. And it was so beautiful having somebody like your company and yourself. And then an example would be my own self. We were going to make a decision to take a big leap. We're going to jump off a plane and we're going to build a parachute as we're going down, type of thing, in my family. And so I needed to lower my cash flow. And at that time, I went to Noemi and tell her, like, I don't care about my awesome rate. I need to lower my cash flow because I'm about to jump off off a moving plane. And if it wasn't for the fact that I could have gotten that refi right before COVID basically hit and we lower our cash flow, I would have never quit my job to start my business. And so we were able to refi, get rid of all that debt, put it all into one place, and then put me in a situation where I can start my business. In addition to that, my sister was going through a very difficult situation. They made great money, but cash flow was horrible. And so thanks to the assets that I had acquired, which was their home, they figured a way how to capitalize on those assets and turned it into having more cash in hand. And now they're saving a lot of money paying off their home. So for anybody out there, especially in the Latino community that's afraid of refis, don't be of it. It's worse if you don't even find out what options are out there for you. And especially if somebody like Noemi speaks Spanish, definitely recommend it.
Thank you. Yes, definitely. I think that's a plus for us in this situation, especially in the Inland Empire, is speaking Spanish. And last but not least, I don't know, Mr. Don Poisson. Are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, I am here. So yeah, Naomi happened to be going on vacation when we were doing our loan for our new house. And so she was on a road trip, but she still managed to talk to us by phone pretty much every couple of days and got it done quickly, efficiently, and way faster than I thought it was going to happen. And everything went real smooth. She has an excellent support person and everything went great.
Awesome. Thank you all for your wonderful testimonials. I know that I've worked with a lot of other people. I know Todd, and we've talked about it. Christian, you're hopefully up my next one to close in the deal here. So just thank you all. Definitely BNI works. I mean, I'm so grateful I'm here. This is probably one of the best things I ever did in my career. It's, you meet a lot of friends. I miss you all dearly when, we're not in person. Can't wait to just hug and touch everybody. I'm just a touchy person, so I'm just excited. But thank you all for your testimonials. Definitely BNI works. And thank you. All right.